So, hi everyone, today in this video we're gonna discuss one of the most common beasts that people tend to be classified as beast people because these beasts tend to make the people having a really almost a disorder in their decision making, and these are mainly beasts that affect our ability to process information. And these bees are the confirmation bees and the ensuring bees. They're bees that are involved with the way that we process information and that we evaluate that information. And obviously there are bees that makes some of the people have so decisions that probably when they try and they make a self-criticism about their decision making, they will understand that they didn't do the best decisions. And so obviously we're going to talk about what are the people that are most prone to do it, understanding so the context which we have to most take care about, and obviously how to fight it to be a decision making a bit more clarified, and obviously being someone that makes best decisions. So we need to start developing the confirmation base. The best definition: confirmation bias is the tendency to favor information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs, while disregarding or undervaluing evidence that contradicts them. And obviously, this is something that I will say is the most common things. People they kind of so a tendency to feeling attached with things that they already have, like a belief that is true, because this seen in the biology view is the tendency that we always want to make our life being more comfortable as possible. That's a reality. That's something that's true. And the reality is that the way that we act in day-to-day life is made based in our beliefs. So we're going to work because we have a belief that we need to go to work because it's the best way that we have to satisfy our needs. Is better than rob, is better than stealing it, because obviously I have the problems of getting in jail, don't get so freedom. That's something that people praise. And so I have the belief that I'm always going to so be someone that will work with clarity and be held as a good person, something that I as well do like. So it's a belief. It is a belief that traduces in real action. So my actions are defined by what I believe. That's something that you cannot debate. And so now that I've been said that, the reality is that our brain so is based, the way that the does decision is based in their experience that they got. And the reality is that the way that or what is needed to make a modification in what I have as a belief, and so a, making so having a new belief being so the one that makes me my brain work and acts, and obviously this new belief will make me do different actions. I'm working into what is a known, and the brain doesn't like to know. It always likes what it has familiarity. It likes what is kind of acclimated with, and that's something is real. And it's something that even if it's more, you can even see more clear with more clarity when you look for people that are more elder, because are people that are even more difficult to learn, and that's why people that are more elder they're most difficult to absorb the new information, and they face and they have more resilience to accept the new information as the truth and not the pre-beliefs that they already have. And that's something that's dangerous, because if we see it in the perspective of the sociology, if you imagine you as someone that have developed a pill or something that we can call as a drug, that you have proved that treats a disease. If you deal with people that have this sickness, but just because they have this belief of the drugs are something that's bad, the reality is that you're gonna face a resistance that is people you're still gonna have to spend energy to make people believe then what you have developed is good, just because people have been educated about the thing that you want to kind of sell as something that's good, and you have proof by your experiments that's good. But just because people have been in a context that something was demonized, people will not do it, and obviously something that's good, and so we could not so cutting these lives, they will can survive, but just because their own the way to act, the way that humans are, obviously they're acting and they're kind of making prejudice for themselves just because the natural way of this beast attack has. And mainly so, the problem of this beast is the lack of plasticity, the lack of being open to the what's new, not accepting what's new can be better than just because what you have done as a belief make us feeling that now we're alive, so we don't need to adopt something better because I'm good. But people don't accept that new things they can be better in them in long term. It's like this lack of ability to make this transaction, and that's of something that's so make us feeling and not being so prone to learn new things. So normally these people they tend to as well tend to have the fixed mindset, so they don't have like be prone to accepting that they can learn new things, that they can so evolve. And obviously what you can understand is people have like a lack of ability to learn, to have a lack of ability to adapt from one's reality. They tend to the ones that they're not going to proliferate in being more rich than other ones. And so people that are not beast seems like there are people that are as well more successful. That's so what makes and improves the point of this video. And now that I've given the example, again, in political views, people might follow news outlets and communities that align with their political learnings, thereby reinforcing their opinions without exposure to diverse perspectives. And that's something people as well in confirmation bias just not act in a way that we get the information and we try to not so get the value that he has. We as well avoid getting these new information, so we neither give a chance to make this rethinking about what he get, so we avoid new things, and that's something that's wrong. It's something that doesn't stimulate new things. People that are in go innovate if the other ones doesn't have the openness to acceptance. It's something that so doesn't make the society evolve, and so we have to get the balance. It's not just being always progressive, but accepting that's progressive has to exist and people have to be open to that. And a specific code that's important is sometimes people I think it's a philosopher has said that the world does not change because the old people learn what the people create. The world changes when these old people die, and normally so the new people, just by what they have exposed, by naturally being more open to the innovation, now they are the people that rule the world, and old people have died. And so mainly is the change that makes the world evolve. And now what you have to understand is so making you not someone being prone to falling with this type of trick, and how you can do it can work in putting you in a way that you not fall in this thing is being always open to learning more. This is a belief as well. It's something that you have to get motivation. If it's something that spends energy your brain doesn't like, normally it's not something that our brain always like to be learning, always to be exposed to new things, always have to cut what he already has, spends energy, brain doesn't like. But so you have to work to feel motivated to do it. So being someone that always studying, so you kind of not feel so shocked when you see new information because you already got kind of that as a habit that you are going to see new information in your day-to-day life. Dealing with different people, falling from your comfortable zone, that's something that's useful, and something that I've talked about in the previous video, that I've talked about other bees that people tend to suffer, the Dunning-Kruger effect. And so when you're accustomed with feeling and having touch with people with different views of you, you're so gonna be less shocked and gonna have less intolerance between what they say, which so makes you as well being more prone to not disregard what are new views that normally tends to be something that creates uncomfort in us. And that's something that as well, just talking pure in psychology, I'm working with trying to increase the motivation toward the action of accepting the new learnings and decreasing the bad side that comes with so this effect. And so I've talked about motivation, so normally being attached with consuming information, something that so my brain gets accumulated, which so the kind of decreases the bad things that comes with the action of learning the node. But you can do as well other strategies, and you can look for psychology. You can learn as well that you can make it so being more or less costful to adopt new things in your life, and how you can do it by not being surrounded by someone that doesn't like when you do new things, and kind of like a group of peoples that is just doing a new thing, and they kind of will say that you're like a stupid or idiot because you're doing a thing that they don't like. If you could, it's less one thing that is a stressor, and so it's less one thing that makes you have less likelihood to kind of enjoy the good things that the new learnings can come if you adopt in your life. And it's easy. It's easy to understand. Then you just have to you can put you in a way that you do not suffer with this way if you out obviously, and you be more someone that's more rational. It's something that helps you to not suffer with bees. Because what are bees? What are like the opposite of bees? Bees are kind of ways that are like we see is like irrationally in our life. And so what's the opposite of that? Is being in rationalizing, and this requires you taking time to deal with these main bees. That is the series that I'm gonna do and that I've started in the previous video, and I hope that you kind of make me company developing, and obviously by developing always looking for trying to fight these bees to make you be a better person. So I expect this video helps you, and I know that I've not talked about the other bees. It's gonna be so the next video I'm gonna talk about the other bees, that is the anchoring bees, and so I'm gonna develop as well strategies to fight it. So see you in the next video.